Boys 2 Planet Idol directly addresses his controversial return to the group and contract renewal. Kangmin of Verivory shares his candid thoughts amidst heated fan discussions following the survival show finale and his group's contract extension. For K-pop fans, a contract renewal is usually good news. However, for fans of Verivory, there are mixed feelings about the group's decision to extend their contract with their current agency, Jellyfish Entertainment, following a flood of online reactions. Kangmin, who has returned to the team after appearing on Net's Boys 2 Planet but failed to make the debut group Alpha Drive 1, has posted on Instagram to discuss the decision, clarifying the timing of the contract renewal. Although Kangmin was eliminated from Boys 2 Planet, narrowly missing the final lineup and surprising many viewers, he gained a significant number of new fans. Before the confirmation of his contract renewal, and knowing his 7 years with Verivory/Jellyfish Entertainment were nearing their end, these new fans hoped he could debut in a Boys 2 Planet spin-off group or move to another agency. However, after the contract renewal news broke, fierce discussions ensued between existing Verivory fans and Kangmin's new fans, who desired a different outcome. Consequently, related keywords trended on social media platforms and circulated in various online communities throughout the day. Nevertheless, Kangmin clarified in a live broadcast when the contract renewal occurred, stating that he and the members were aware of the current online reactions. "We renewed our contracts, right? Actually, we did that even before Boys 2 Planet aired. At the time, we were discussing a lot about what we could do next. That's when the company told us about Boys 2 Planet. When I said I wanted to try out for the show, the company told us, "We will support you to pursue whatever you want, provided you decide to renew your contract with us." So, this isn't something that happened recently. Honestly, this all happened before, long before, the show even started airing. We had many discussions with the company about the possible directions we could take. We could debut while the show was airing, and that would be great, but we also needed a plan for after the show. After listening to them, we decided to renew the contract before appearing on the show. I mean, we thought everything through carefully before signing the contract renewal. Kangmin, support from the members, and his sense of responsibility. He also explained that his fellow Verivory members were very supportive of his participation in Boys 2 Planet. Subsequently, the idol acknowledged the lack of schedules that has disappointed both new and old fans after the show, stating that he felt very bad about letting the fans down. "Before renewing the contract, my hyungs, older brothers in Korean, and I also talked a lot. We didn't all just agree and say, yes, let's renew the contract. We truly needed to reach an agreement through discussion. What made me very emotional was when the hyungs genuinely supported my decision to appear on the show. They always said, at least one of us can make it big. And as I went through round after round on the show and started getting more attention, they became even more supportive of the idea that I might leave the group. They always cheered me on and said, 'Do your best. We will support you.' That made me sad. I wanted to win on the show, but I didn't make it. So now we will move forward. We will focus on what we can do. Now I have gained more supporters who like me, and that makes me feel more responsible. I know there are people who want to see me more often, especially after I was eliminated from the show. I know people are asking what's next for me, and I understand if you are frustrated because there are no more activities yet. I feel bad too. I'm sad to see how sad you all are." Kangmin, addressing spin-off issues and trust. Regarding the possibility of a spin-off group, Kangmin hinted that things were indeed complicated. Regardless, he promised to continue pushing Jellyfish Entertainment to do better. Now that he is back. "Now that I'm not that young anymore, I will pursue many things. I am talking to the agency and the hyungs about the next plan. I know it's hard to believe. You might think, oh, we've heard that before. But I hope you can trust me this time. There are so many different things fans want, but I'm trying my best to make them all happen. I see comments saying that it's not me, but the agency that you don't trust. I know what you mean. Truly, but there's not much I can do. I was successful in Boys 2 Planet, but couldn't debut in the final group. But my contract has been renewed, and the news is already spread. Now all I can do is work harder to satisfy the fans. I want to be someone who can brighten your life even for a moment, someone who can make you smile, so I will continue to work hard. So I hope you can trust me a little." And I know there's a lot of talk about various things. I'm not sure what will come of those talks. There are so many things people dream of. For all of that to become a reality, it really requires a lot of discussion and agreement. So, Kangmin. Following Kangmin's honest and direct explanation, fans are now praising his mature and professional attitude towards the situation and supporting Verivory's next steps. Netizens broadly praised his honesty. Just let them do what they want. They renewed the contract as a group, so even if he wanted a spin-off, wouldn't it be better to just support Verivory's group activities now? Waiting, Kangmin. Jellyfish, please do your job. It's been 3 weeks. At least schedule a brief solo interview for him or something. Honestly, some of those who are called fans sound really unhinged when they talk. Kangmin and Verivory fighting. It hasn't even been a month since the last episode. Do people really think a spin-off will be announced immediately? These things take time, they should be patient. Kangmin handled everything bravely, which is admirable, but I wish the survival show fans would calm down a bit. He seems to know exactly what he wants to do, can do, and must do. I will support him. ATEEZ makes rookie mistake with latest promotion. Their fix is heavily criticized. A completely unrelated individual has become the victim of a reckless promotion after their private number was printed on an official pop-up event flyer. The agency's initial response, calling it a design purpose, drew public outrage. ATEEZ celebrate the 7th anniversary of their debut. K-pop boy group ATEEZ held a special pop-up event for their fans. However, the celebration was quickly marred by a serious promotional planning error that left a completely unrelated individual a victim of significant stress and harassment. A fatal error on the promotional flyer at the pop-up event organized by ATEEZ's agency, KQ Entertainment. Small promotional flyers were distributed to fans. The flyers contained the actual private phone number of a Korean citizen, printed in a valid format, plus 82-10 XXXX. Since the flyers were officially distributed as part of the promotion, some fans assumed the number was part of a planned fan interaction or puzzle by the agency. As a result, they began contacting the number en masse. Unfortunately, the number belonged to an ordinary citizen who had no connection to ATEEZ or the event whatsoever. The victim even stated they were not a fan of the group. Victim suffers severe stress and pleads for help. The victim later took to the X, formerly Twitter, platform on October 17, 2025, to plead for all calls to stop. In their tweets, the victim expressed the extreme level of harassment they were enduring. I received a message from a friend informing me that my phone number was printed on an ATEEZ brochure without my consent. I am just a regular person with absolutely nothing to do with the event. Since then, I have been continuously receiving calls, text messages, and KakaoTalk messages from unknown numbers. I am under severe stress because my daily life has become unbearable with dozens of phone calls ringing every day. This number is my private contact, and it has absolutely nothing to do with any promotion or event. Please do not call this number, and if you see the flyer or any related posts, I beg you to delete them or stop sharing them. The victim stated that the entire situation happened so quickly and suddenly and was very scary, appealing for public understanding, and helped to stop the number circulation. Initial fix. Lacked empathy. What most perplexed and angered the K-pop public following the situation was the agency's initial response, or fix. Initially, neither ATEEZ nor KQ Entertainment issued any formal apology to the victim. Instead, the official pop-up account posted a brief notice asking fans to stop calling. The notice controversially referred to the printed phone number as a design purpose, a design element, despite the format being a valid Korean mobile number, minimizing the serious privacy breach that had occurred. The notice read, "This is a number expressed for design purpose on the poster and newsletter. We inform you that the actual owner of this number has nothing to do with this pop-up event. We ask you not to make any inquiry calls." Wave of public criticism. The reaction across the internet to the promotional blunder and the cold initial response was brutal, with netizens lashing out on platforms like Thiko. This is a rookie mistake. How could they not have thought of this? Calling it a design element is crazy. They actually wrote a number like plus 82-10 XXXX. How could they not think it might be someone's number? Shocking. And look how rude their notice is when there's a real victim. Wow, that's the most basic thing to consider, lol. And they haven't even apologized yet? How rude. Can't the victim get compensation? Things like this have caused an uproar so many times in the entertainment industry. How can they say they didn't know? They should be taken to court for this. Netizens highlighted that similar incidents have repeatedly occurred in the K-pop industry and demanded that the agency take full responsibility and compensate the victim. Agency finally apologizes and takes action following the public outcry. The pop-up account finally uploaded a more formal statement. They confirmed that the agency had contacted the victim directly to convey an apology and had taken action to delete all related materials containing the private phone number. While the agency eventually took the correct steps, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of due diligence in all promotional materials and the need for a swift, empathetic response when a serious privacy breach occurs.